Hi everyone, this is another topical issue session, and today I'm going to talk about walking in the footsteps of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This one is being made specifically to address our Muslim brothers and sisters wherever you are. I'm not an expert in whatever I'm going to say. I'm not an authority, but I just talk as a person who shares the same roots with the Islamic religion. Christianity, Islam, and Islam share the same roots. So today I'm going to talk about Prophet Muhammad and his daughter. Prophet Muhammad had a daughter by the wife Khadija, the first wife, and this daughter's name was Fatma al-Zahra. Fatma al-Zahra, when she was young, not only when she was young, if you could see her from behind, her walking style, everything looked like that of the Prophet. They are a close relationship as daughter and father, and even when he was praying and people appeared to be mocking him, she came to his defense. She had such a great affection for the father that she would do everything for the father. When she got married to Ali, the father blessed them, and she had a family just like any other lady would have a family, but she held a special place in her father's heart. There came a time when the father was ailing and was about to be taken to paradise, the other world. And she went. She was crying because, like any other person, your favorite is in bed and you don't know what's going to happen. You see, maybe it's the last time. And she went to her father's ear, and the father talked to her. I think he revealed to her that his time had come, and she was weeping all over. Then he called her again, and he whispered something into her ear, and this time she came laughing all over, and people were surprised when she was asked, "What did he tell you?" She told him at first. He told me his time was near and he was going to leave me. And I was sad. But when he called me a second time, he told me I will have the first chance to be in paradise with him. And that made me happy. So now I know he's leaving, but I know I'll be joining him. And true to his word, 6 months after his death, Fatma al-Zahra joined the father. That is the kind of love they had for one another. So, why am I talking about Fatma al-Zahra? I'm talking about Fatma al-Zahra because Muslims have very high respect for women and girls. That's why even the Prophet made them put on the hijab for respect, and whatever was happening, that's a long history. Muslims can be able to tell you in details. But now we've come to a realization that some of us have maybe wandered astray a bit. Forgive me if I say this. I'm not supposed to be a critic, but when things are to criticize everything, but when things are going astray, sometimes we talk together. I would like to talk about in the Middle East and in Asia and some African countries and some other countries also. There comes this thing when a girl or something maybe has been found to have fallen short of some grace. The family members kill her, that they are killing her for the honor of the family. Is there honor in killing one's own king and king? Because one thing we will ask, if Prophet Muhammad wanted something to rectify the daughter, would he kill Fatima al-Zahra? Surely he wouldn't. Two, I want to talk about a good religious group. They have done good. Taliban, they are believers. I believe they believe in God. But there are some things also that they can also try and make some little changes here and there. Because an illiterate woman is a disabled woman. So could they at least allow education? Because other Muslim countries are allowing education, and there's no harm in a girl going to school, a girl being educated, a girl sometimes sharing the jobs that men can share because of her education level. She's also human. So this is a message to the Taliban. You are Muslims, good, but remember, even Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, would do everything for Fatima al-Zahra. In the same spirit, let's grant women the best that we can, because that is in following with what the Prophet would have done. I'm going to come to this other point. In West Africa, especially Nigeria, there's a group that has come and wants to change. Make some changes in their life system, there's no problem. Want to embrace Islam deeper, that is good. But then the way they are doing it may not be good to their very own society. Let's take the case of Chibok girls and what they did. Kidnapping girls from school, taking them to the bush and whatever followed, suppressing the rights of women. While Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, would have wanted the best for the women. So as we try to bring up the Islamic religious education, existence and community life, let's remember that Muhammad, peace be upon him, had a special heart, love in his heart, space in his heart, for Khadija, for Fatma al-Zahra, peace be upon him, upon Muhammad and her, and for women in general. I will also proceed and talk of things that have been done in the name of jihad, fighting for the goodness of religion. Sometimes people find themselves in a fight, but there are things that have been done that do not augur well with what the Prophet would have done or would have wanted. We are talking of an instance of an Al-Shabaab attack in a supermarket in Nairobi, where women and children were being killed indiscriminately. Killing of women, killing of children, and such acts. Can we really say that the Prophet would have allowed that? So we would call for changes, please. Not criticizing, not after the religion, but what Muhammad, peace be upon him, would have wanted for people and for women, like he cared for Fatma al-Zahra. Think along those lines. I'm going to talk about North Africa, Darfur and the neighboring country. There is a group that calls itself Janjaweed. It has been killing people, and generally women and children, indiscriminately to dispossess them of their land. I call upon them that in the spirit of Islam, followers of Muhammad, peace be upon him, at least some things have to be considered. Some things are not following in the footsteps of Muhammad and the love he had for Fatma al-Zahra. I will also talk about some countries, especially Africa and other places. Our economic level is still low, and we sometimes send people to dignified Islamic countries. I'm not saying many people there are, but some of them do things that bring the name of the Islamic religion into disrepute. Especially those who come as maids and such like people, the others who are cruelly killed. Sometimes it happens even to Muslims. There was an incident of a Kenyan woman, a Muslim, cruelly killed, and it being videoed, and it went viral. Some places people got it. Would Muhammad, peace be upon him, have done that to a woman or to his daughter Fatma and ZAHRA? But having said that, there are many, many Muslim countries that have shining examples. They have done wonders. They have made their women have the best they can. And when I'm talking about these countries, I would like to talk about Pakistan. Out of a father's love, they were able to produce the first Muslim Prime Minister, a woman. And people were surprised that a Muslim country would produce a woman as a prime minister. Bhutto's daughter, Benazir. And she was a good leader. Performed just as good as any male leader would have performed. We have another country in East Africa, a country neighboring us, just on the south, a country called Tanzania. We have a president, a lady. They call her the mother of her country, Suluhu Hassan. And she has been a solution to many problems in East and Central Africa. As her name is Suluhu, amesuluhisha mambo mengi. And she's a very good leader. Tanzanians love her leadership. They love her. These were the efforts put by Muslim parents in their daughter. So I would encourage Muslims all around the world to follow such examples. Uplift their women. It's good for a father when you feel that, you hear that your daughter is the president, the prime minister, such like things, big positions, directors in companies. So please, let's give them a chance. As Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, always had the first preference for his daughter Fatma al-Zahra bint Muhammad. I beg to stop here, but urge you, I'm not criticizing, because Muslims have done many great things, many good things. Just a few people who have gone astray here and there. We can rectify ourselves. Peace be upon all Muslims. Be blessed.